try again, this time without lag, hopefully. Usually resetting the computer fixes that. I just didn't reset the computer before I did it this time because I was already in a hurry. Not a hurry, it's more like I had some problems with the stream, so it interrupted my normal. Oh, did I just get the proc twice? Neato. Details, stream tracker, what? I'm pretty sure this is something that's only useful for raids. Wow, someone killed a lot of giant buzzards. Hello there, Alta Rock. Why is there a whole bunch of them right here? Hey, Hero. Hello, Rux. How's it going, Hero? I don't know. How does one determine whether something is going or not? Probably mage AoE power leveling? I don't know if the mobs here are packed close enough for that to be a viable option. Do people do mage AoE power leveling in the Badlands? God, you know, I watched Joker's stream after he got, like, called out for ninja looting and stuff. Because people said he was really mean on his stream. And I watched it and it's like, yeah, that's true. He's a huge jerk and he has a big ego. That was fun and everything, but what really surprised me about the stream was the fact that a normal stream of his, he was streaming for 12 hours. And he played WoW the entire time, and I just thought that was insane. I don't do anything for 12 hours straight. And yet just an average day for him is playing WoW for 12 hours. And he spent like the six hours of it just farming shit in a dungeon. I was like, damn, some of you people are crazy. Is that what hardcore people do? They just like farm all day? How is that fun? I don't know. I guess it's fun for them. I used to play WoW all day though, so I guess I can't complain too much. Wow, 2 a.m. stream. So lucky I wake up. Wake up for now, you mean? A speedometer can judge if things are going or not. A speedometer. That's what I meant to say. Have any of y'all ever played WoW for 12 hours straight? Let alone regularly? You know, some people were like, after the whole ninja looting thing, questioning whether or not he cheated to get the world first or not. And I was like, if he does a normal stream that's 12 hours long, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt his, the legitimacy of the world first. 8:36 in the morning. It's nighttime. You silly goose. Question here, have you ever played Pokemon? And if so, what was your first version? First version I ever played was Pokemon Blue for the Game Boy Color. That's probably like ancient to most of the people in chat, since I know most of the people who show up are like teenagers. Use it. But yeah, it was my friend, so he just let me borrow it. And I just really liked grinding. So I just like power leveled my Venusaur and I just completely swept everything because he was so much a higher level than everything else. And he just kept letting me borrow it every day until I eventually just beat the game. Yo, they made a Hearthstone MMO, right? Crazy, isn't it? Man, this weekend, I take weekends off to do whatever I want. And this weekend, I spent a lot of my free time that I usually spend playing video games, doing those arenas in Hearthstone. Not arenas. I don't like arenas. The battlegrounds, which I've heard is basically auto chess. I don't know what auto chess is. I've never played it, but I've heard it's popular. I can see why. It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun that I decided to play regular Hearthstone, and then after 2 matches, I was like, oh, I remember why I stopped playing this game. Mainly because I didn't have time to play it anymore, but also it was so slow. Waiting like 2 minutes for your opponent to take your turn while you do nothing and just wait. I was like, wow. This is just so slow when compared to the battlegrounds. I probably played WoW for 12 hours in middle school. You had to go to school, though. You couldn't possibly play it for 12 hours. Ultra secret stream. You guys are all breaking the law. You're not supposed to be watching. What do you prefer, WoW Classic or Vanilla? Definitely WoW Classic, since I've never played Vanilla. Favorite Pokemon, no matter the gen? What's the name of that Pokemon that gets lots of Rule 34 drawn over? It'll be that one. Because I don't have a favorite. Main criticism of retail WoW? That's a first. I don't think anyone has ever asked that question before. And, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to think of one off the top of my head. What about the game do I not like that bothers me? I'm sure there's something, but I've probably gotten used to it, or I wouldn't remember unless I actually did it. I don't know. It's Blizzard take on the auto battler genre, which auto chess started. It's pretty fun. Dude, why do you never show your face? Because I'm not good looking. I like the solo adventures in Hearthstone. So do I. Like, that was some of the most fun I've had playing Hearthstone, was when they put out the Kobolds and Cataclysm solo adventures. The dungeon dives or whatever. It was a lot of fun completing them on all the classes. And then I think I did it again for the wood one, I forget. And I bought all the solo adventures for Dalaran. I just haven't had time to complete any of them, because most of my free game time goes to playing Classic WoW. What's your favorite? Wait, you've never played Vanilla WoW? No, I didn't start playing WoW until Wrath. You know, Vanilla WoW was 15 years ago. It's hard-pressed to find people who've actually played in Vanilla WoW who still play the game today. I mean, unless you go online, then literally everyone played Vanilla WoW. Because everyone lies. Lots of people lie. I think you're good looking, baby. Well, you guys are just being nice. Objectively speaking, though, that's not true. How young are you? Guys, he's secretly red shirt guy. I saw red shirt guy at BlizzCon. I didn't call out to him, though. I don't know why. I did want to talk to him. Because, you know, if I recognize someone at BlizzCon, I basically called out everyone. I recognized Red Shirt Guy, and I was like, I kind of want to say hi to him. And then I didn't. How young are you? I'm 16 years old. Yes, I am. That means I was 1 year old when Classic came out. Is this your main character? Yes. Wrath babies are now veterans. Yeah, basically. Although, if you've read some of the comments of my videos that talk about Classic WoW, there's a lot of people who think I'm not allowed to make WoW videos about vanilla WoW because I didn't play it personally. Yo, you sound like Kira's Pet Battles. Do you know him? Nope. He's probably some noob. It's morning. No, it's not. It's nighttime. Anyone who says it's morning is wrong. What's your scrolling combat text? It's called MLK scrolling combat text. Big fan. Much love, hero. Why, thank you, John. Wish Blizzard would make a Wrath Classic server. TBC sucks. I never played TBC. I wouldn't mind giving it a try. I've been playing for 18 months, so one person doesn't lie. Now everyone who plays WoW played through vanilla. That's why everyone was so excited about Classic, because they all played in vanilla. You can't be uglier than an orc, so feels good. I'm not conventionally attractive. We'll just go with that. I thankfully don't have any kind of physical deformities or anything. I thought you were in your 20s. Nope, I'm 16 years old. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I think that might find you attractive. Hey, see, there's like groups of people online who constantly like compliment each other, call themselves attractive, and they'll post selfies and pictures of themselves, and they'll get a whole bunch of compliments and stuff. And then you see those as an outsider. You're not part of their group of friends. And you think, that's kind of cringy. Conventionally speaking, none of these people are all that attractive. It's great that they all have positive images and stuff, but I'd rather not participate in this fake beauty culture. Besides, you know, if you tell people you're ugly and they see you in real life, their expectations can only ever be exceeded, you know? Lower their expectations so that they're pleasantly surprised when they do actually see you. Or at the very least, their expectations are met. But they'll definitely not be disappointed. Do you want to be my friend? I have none and you're pretty neat. I currently don't have any friends. It's sad. But I don't have the energy for it. I tried to make friends once. And I was like, hey, fellow human being, would you like to be friends with me? And they just looked at me funny. I was like, fine, I'll get the usual Chipotle worker. You know, I go to Chipotle a lot. And like one time the worker recognized me. He's like, wow, you must really like it here because you come in all the time. And I was like, uh-huh. I guess I'm gonna have to stop coming here for a while. Does anyone do that? If a fast food worker recognizes you, you stop coming in for a while? Almost feels like I'm being called out. Friends are overrated. Although if you're a, you know, big boobed goth chick you know, hit me up. Then maybe we can be friends. Those are the only people I'll make exceptions for. Wait, you're 16? What the hell? I always thought you were at least 23 from your voice. Now I'm confused that I'm older than you. Yes, I'm 16. I started the channel when I was 10. That's why if you go back and watch my videos, you'll notice that I have an unusually deep voice for a 10-year-old. What about a big boobed goth guy? No thanks. Offer only applies to big-breasted goth women. I hope you guys understand that I'm telling a joke. That's a meme. I'm saying it in a very serious voice, though. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time most of you guys have ever heard me talk. So it's very obvious for people to not get it. That's sexism. I don't know about that. I wish I was as old as Yuru. Even a kid like us, I binged vanilla level 30. I started playing vanilla, stopped in Canada, then quit in BFA. I like both games for different reasons. Do you still like both? Yep. I play retail WoW more than classic though. Maybe Holder is a demon with 100 plus eyes. I don't know what one would think of you, Hero. It was a joke. I was hoping rather than TBC, they end up with... Oh, shit. Dedicated classic team to start making new content expansions based on the style classic. Yeah, that's called Classic Plus. When people ask for content beyond classic, they refer to what you just described as Classic Plus. Girls do all the time each other. I don't know why they lie to their friends. It's not even just girls. I assume girls do it too. I was specifically referring to like a group of, you know, mixed race. Not mixed race. Well, I mean, I'm sure they were mixed race, but specifically mixed genders, boys and girls doing it. Since you know Alpha Bruvasa, which are the main best Space Marine chapters and why salamanders and the Space Wolves? I am a complete noob when it comes to Warhammer 40k lore. I don't know what either of those things are. But I have watched every episode of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Program. Friends are overrated, right? That's why I don't have any. It's because they're overrated, not because I don't know how to make friends. Nope, I'm a regular at a local burger joint and they know me. I don't care, I love the burgers. I mean, obviously I still go, but once they start recognizing me, I feel very persuaded to not show up as often. I don't know why it is. I don't like it. It almost feels like they're judging me. South Park had a very funny Chipotle reference. Yeah, Chipotle is great. It's one of the few fast food things I can eat that fits within my very special diet. I've been to a subreddit. It's definitely not a meme. Wait, what's not a meme? Big boob goth chick is definitely a meme. Unless you're talking about something else. Wait, no way, you're not joking. That's not allowed on the internet. It's only allowed if you have a degree in memeology. If you were a channel member, you would know that I definitely apply. Like, my channel member, they allow you to have some emotes. So I filled all of my emotes. 2 of them are Ugandan Knuckles. One of them is a dabbing Pickle Rick. Which reminds me, I need to watch the latest episode of Rick and Morty. And the last one is just a Reddit upvote button. Favorite TV show, fam? I don't know if I have a favorite TV show. You know, that's not an anime. Maybe Friends? I've seen every episode of Friends like a million times. Do you live from YouTube earnings or do you have a real life job? If yes, what's your job? My job is creating videos. And I have 4 people who work for me. who make more videos for me. Well, work for me. That's not really what it's more like I pay people to edit, and I pay one person to draw for me. Technically, they're not employees because that would require me giving them benefits. It's more like contract work. I want a booger now. Yo, what time an animal person are you? I have 2 dogs. I like cats too, though. Hey, I'm 16, but you know where I has a deep voice, but I would love a big booth goth chick. Who wouldn't? They're not going to. The demand isn't nearly high enough. It's just easier for them to do a TBC server. Yeah, probably. I saw the entire plot of Shadowlands in your Discord, by the way, Hero. I wanted to booger now. Bullshit. Let me check. You didn't say anything. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, that would probably work. Okay, you convinced me, Welts. I'll send you a booger. A burger, I mean. I was 6 when I started playing WoW. I think it was BC at the time. My brother made a character on his account for me. Because I was curious, so I started playing in BC. Sounds like my little brother. The keto diet? I have a diet for medical reasons. It's a very specific thing. It's not as easy as the keto diet where it's like, you know, just no carbs. Because I can have certain carbs. It's like very specific food groups. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Just look up FODMAP. Better yet, a mommy GF. I'm currently judging you. That's fair. Okay, boomer. Hey, I can't be a boomer if I'm 16. Sounds like we have a boomer in disguise over here. Do you use Chipotle way? Yes. Newest episode of Rick and Morty is subpar. Yeah, it's not really a good idea to judge every episode on its own merits. I like to just watch them all and then, you know, enjoy it as a whole. There's always going to be stronger episodes than others. Not everything needs to be a gem. Otherwise, you're just going to set yourself up for disappointment. Crap, I'm out of mana. Oh, I have a mana potion. Keep trying, you'll get there one day. WoW players only need Chipotle and Mountain Dew. Regular food means 50 DKP minus. I mean, for dinner today, I had a chicken salad. That was okay, I guess. I don't eat chicken salads because I particularly like them. I do it because I need to eat healthy. What add-on is it when you do damage? A cool text that comes up? MLK scrolling battle text. Subcontractors. I'm far more into women that can kick my ass than specifically goth girls. I mean, like, Sylvanas is the best of both worlds in that case. What was your most derailed from topic conversation you've ever had? We on Stromgarde talking shit about sitcoms out of nowhere? Shit, I don't know. That's just how I normally talk. Are you a big dude here, or are you pretty slim? I am currently, if I can lose 5 pounds, I'll go to class 1 obese. Because I'm currently at the cups of class 2 obese. And then after that, how much do I have to lose to go down to just regular overweight? A lot. Like another 20. You know, I'm not like Boogie 2998 levels of fat, but I'm definitely not slim. Here is a troll. No way. BFA is actually good. Change my mind. I would agree with you. I have fun with it. I'd probably like it more if they had more single player content. Hey hero, morning from England. Hello England. Do you smoke? Nope. It's just, I don't usually talk because I spend all day home alone by myself. And the only time I need to use my voice is when I'm writing scripts or recording a video. So, you know, talking on stream, using my voice in a regular amount of time just kind of dries it out a little bit. Especially since I use a variation of my YouTuber voice. I don't use my real voice because it's lifeless and not full of energy. Here, your last classic stream died. What happened? The stream gets really laggy if I don't reset my computer before I stream. I don't know why that's the case, but if I reset my computer, it stops lagging. So I just had to go reset it. You gotta expose me. Let me be a boomer in silence. See, I knew it. Okay, so I have a standing desk. It's currently converted into a sitting desk right now, but I bought like a treadmill that's specifically designed to go underneath a standing desk. And I was just walking on that today. And then I sat down and we were playing D&D, and when I stood up during the break, my legs were so sore. I was like, whoa. Who would have thought walking for 3 hours would actually give you some kind of workout? Rumor Red X, Mad Season Show crossover? Heck yeah, let's do it. Someone contact him. Let him know. That's your real voice? No. This isn't my real voice. Boomy, I'm the best earthbender alive. Boomy, Bommy. That reminds me, like, one of my favorite Korean idols. I don't know if she counts as an idol, though. One of my favorite K-pop stars is named Bommy. So it's funny to see you guys typing out Bommy. Because Bommy's the best. Don't feel bad here. I'm 5'5" and over 200 pounds. Well, I'm 5'6" and over 200 pounds. So, I totally relate. I think I'm going to bed. My mind is starting to get weird again. Weirder than normal. All you have to do is just drink some water, Welts. And then you'll feel fine. You just probably forgot to eat healthy again today. Shit, my inventory's full? You guys notice the Smexy Elvria female undead from the BlizzCon model? Is it me or is she quite the bone? That's how I feel about Sylvanas every day. Updating the next video? Next video will come out tomorrow. It's already uploaded and ready to go. If you were a Patreon or channel member, you could have watched it last week actually, because it's been up for like a whole week already. Other than that one, I'm probably going to make the Sylvanas video next. It's nothing exciting. I basically just explained why Sylvanas was strong during the Shadowlands cinematic. Although another video I'm much more excited about. These dudes are walking so fast. Why are they running? So, like on Saturday night, I created a script for Nathanos. And I love that script. I can't wait to make that video. Because I discovered some juicy information that I need to share with the world. Have you seen Baby Metal Band? Yeah, I have. They're alright. I always loved your blank. It's Nancy from college. Please come back. Well, that's obviously fake. You know, when I went to college, I never talked to anyone. So automatically get disqualified right there. I can see from your mail that you're quite the anime fan. Have you ever played Danganronpa? Nope. I know what it is. It doesn't appeal to me. But I am indeed an anime fan, a very big one at that. Most superheroes are boomers. Take that. That's true. Bunch of boomers. Hero, I know, I'm just a fan amongst us. Ew, retail, this is classic WoW. Sylvanas' mommy GF. Since Sylvanas is dead, if I bone her, is that necrophilia or unnecrophilia? I mean, she'd never let you do that, so it's a moot point. So many, but is there any way I can support your channel as a fan? Shit, I don't know. There's lots of ways to support the channel. The easiest one is probably just watching every single video a million times. I'm not following your propaganda here. 100% of people who drink dihydrogen monoxide die. Well, you convinced me. I better stop drinking water too. Or as Welts calls it, poison. Nathanos sucks. The video is called In Defense of Nathanos. And why he's not a writer insert character. It uses facts and logic. It'll be wonderful. And get lots of downvotes. Here has a Patreon. Well, I mean, obviously monetary rewards are there as well. I specifically mentioned the easiest. Easiest is always just, you know, watching free YouTube videos. Patreon, there's no link for Patreon. Nobody gives a shit about my Patreon. I remember when I first made the Patreon, like way back in 2015 or something, I don't remember. It was in the early days of the channel. I really needed the money. I was like, I wasn't making enough to pay the rent. I was like, I need to open up a Patreon, you know, just for a chance. Maybe, hey, who knows, maybe I can make enough to pay rent. And then I had one person sign up for $1, and that was it. I was like, well, shit, this is a failure. But at the same time, the channel took off and did super well. So thanks to the ad revenue, I didn't need it anymore. But since I already had the Patreon up and a couple of people would sign up every now and then, I never actually took it down. And now it's basically up there because, you know, hey, what if my channel does get demonetized someday? It's better to have it than not to have it. Plus, it's YouTube 101 to diversify your income. Plus, there's some rewards on there anyway. A few people like them. Very few people. Most of them don't like the rewards. Sylvanas is female Illidan. Illidan wishes he was as cool as Sylvanas. Going to bed now. Gotta wake up at 6 a.m. for 8th grade tomorrow. Okay, boomer. You expect us to believe your lies? Actually, you know what if he is at an 8th grade? Then I'd feel bad for yelling at an 8th grader. Pet battles suck. You are objectively wrong. Kerrigan, the Illidan, the best Kerrigan, then Sylvanas, the worst killer. I don't know Kerrigan's lore, yet I've heard Sylvanas and Illidan compared to her a lot. Well, correction. I know bits and pieces of Kerrigan's lore. I don't know enough to like tell someone else what her lore is. I assume she's someone who did bad things and then got redeemed in a dumb way. Which is not what happens with Sylvanas because she hasn't done anything bad. Alright, I'm going to use my entire week just to rewatch all your videos. Challenge accepted. I created a playlist called the Go to Sleep playlist, which has all of the highly edited videos on it. It makes rewatching all of them so much easier. So Sylvanas now banging the jailer, not Sylvanas, not Nathanos. No, she's just using the jailer. Facts and logic have no place in Blizzard fanboys' mind. Facts and logics actually. Humans are very logical creatures. Even the most irrational person has logic behind their decisions. You know, people who believe in conspiracy theories and stuff, they don't believe in them because they're irrational. Quite the opposite. They believe in them because they believe in all of the evidence that points to their conspiracies. And then they disregard all the other evidence because it's wrong. And they just don't know the truth. Because they're in on the secret. They're the ones who know. So whenever you talk to someone who disagrees with you, just remember they're not in their views because of ignorance. It's because of logic. Even though it's very common for people to just call people with dumb beliefs, you know, emotional or unlogical, when it's the complete opposite. They just believe in dumb logic. Because my logic's the correct form of logic. You know? I know for a fact that the Earth is flat. Anyone who believes the conspiracy theorists who say we went to the moon is wrong. Do you think Ajar will come back? She already comes back in the next raid. What bow are you using? I don't know. The true shot bow of the Falcon. What's the classic WoW player count? Probably 10 million thousand. Well, Sylvanas is not cool. Is not so cool, 2BH. That's objectively wrong. Since Derek and Callie are both undead, is that mutual necrophilia or it becomes even? I mean, it's probably still necrophilia. It's a little bit, you know, the definition of it doesn't really hold the same meaning in a world where people can be magically brought back to life. Whereas in our world where that's not possible, it has a much higher taboo for a reason. Hey Hero, have you ever seen any Danger Dolan's old WoW discussion videos? He was one of the best WoW YouTubers back in the early 2010s, but now he just makes shitty BuzzFeed type videos, feels bad. He made discussion videos? I thought he always did BuzzFeed type videos. Have you seen his WoW channel? It's nothing but BuzzFeed type WoW videos. Kerrigan was alright, but I think Sylvanas is a Mary Sue at this point, and I have lost interest in her character. She's not a Mary Sue. People will call any strong female character a Mary Sue. She has too many flaws to be a Mary Sue. The hallmark of a Mary Sue is a perfect person who does no wrong and always wins. Sylvanas is constantly fucking up and making mistakes. Another hallmark of a Mary Sue is that when they do give them a flaw, their flaw is usually a backstory. Their flaw is that they have a tragic backstory. That's all it is. Sylvanas has that too, to be honest, but she also just has lots of flaws in her character, which automatically disqualify her from being a Mary Sue. Is she perfect and does no wrong? Yeah, that's true. She can't do any wrong, and she is perfect, so I totally get that. People still play Classic? I know, right? Bunch of noobs. I nearly wanted to play live again until I found out Vanilla Villain was Jailer, not Ner'zhul. I thought we'd finally recognize the bad guy without outside game lore. I need to make a Villain's Corner Ner'zhul. I think people are woefully uninformed about Ner'zhul. He's not a big deal. You're not the only one who said that. I've seen it before. That just like reminded me. I was like, oh, you know, Ner'zhul Villain's Corner. That would be a good way to clear a little bit things up. Lots of misconceptions about the Lich King's lore. I have 50 hours on retail, so it's a better option for me. 50 characters? I have 50 characters too. If I want to make a new character on retail, I have to delete one. Hablas Español? No, I don't know Spanish. But you see, like, IRL, I'm half Hispanic, half Caucasian. So my old job, occasionally people would ask me if I spoke Spanish. They would never just speak to me in Spanish. They'd always ask me first, because I don't look like someone who could speak Spanish immediately, I guess. I don't know. But I've heard that enough. I know hablo español. That's something I know a lot. I don't actually speak Spanish. I'm really terrible at second languages. You know, in school, I was good at every subject except second languages. The second language I chose was Spanish, and in college I chose Japanese, and I was so bad at both of them. Not at all. You had great discussion views about lore, future expansion predictions. Why did X in WoW fail? Well, I don't remember those. I just remember the clickbait stuff. You know, that's what I do too. I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying that's what I remember. Sylvanas is right now in limbo for me. Depends on how well her developed story is in Shadowlands. That's fair. Her story's not over yet. Are there any Mary Sue characters in WoW lore? Anduin is probably as close to a Mary Sue as we got. He does no wrong, he's perfect, and he has very few flaws. His flaws are that he's too perfect, basically. Too nice. And the world bends around in order to accommodate him. Other than Anduin, not really. Maybe Thrall. Thrall kind of fits it too. The current MCU one. Captain Marvel is as strong as the plot demands. Yeah. That describes a lot of characters. Ner'zhul, more like nerd who, am I right? He's just some orc who ruined Outland and pissed off the Burning Legion. That's a pretty good summation of Ner'zhul's character. Tyrande and Malfurion will have their revenge on Sylvanas, I hope. They can try. Sylvanas would raffle pwn them, though. Please do goblin impersonations, or else I'll tell on you. I don't know how to do goblin impersonations. Spanish people are Caucasian, though they have North African influence. Really? I thought Caucasian was just another word for white. Well, today I learned. I love learning new languages. You're crazy, Welts. I don't mind her being evil. I mean, she does some pretty questionable stuff before. But Blizzard just messed up when they made her war chief and retcon the Wrathgate to being all part of her plan. Few things. For one, she's obviously not evil. She had to burn the tree in self-defense. Otherwise, they would have, you know, gotten her. But on a more serious note, they didn't retcon the Wrathgate. That's a common misquote. What actually happened is she knew about the plague being developed, and she had plans to do stuff, but Putris and Varmothras betrayed her. So that was real. She had planned on doing her own evil thing, but they kind of did it before she could. And she was pissed off. She's like, God damn it, you assholes. I was supposed to betray everyone to kill the Lich King. Not you idiots. It's not really a retcon. It was more of like a confirmation. Everyone already knew that Sylvanas knew about the plague. Everyone knew she was lying, that, you know, they did it all under her nose without anyone knowing. Because if you played an undead, you literally helped them create it. There's no way Sylvanas didn't know. All they did was confirm that, yeah, she did know about the plague. That's basically all it is. They didn't retcon it to say it was all part of her plan. Madan is canon because he is such a Gary Stew. Oh god, Madan is classic. Well, yeah, Gary Stew is the correct term for it. But people who aren't part of the literary world just know them all as Mary Sues. Because Mary Sue is specifically only used for females. Gary Stew is the term for males who exhibit, what the fuck is that? Who have Mary Stew characteristics. It's just usually you call them both Mary Sues, because this distinction only people in the, you know, who care about these kinds of things know about. Colloquially, Mary Sue encompasses both pretty well. There's no real reason to use Gary Stew. But yeah, Madan, super Mary Sue. That's why they haven't added him to the lore. It's like, you know, he might exist. Lots of things about his comics are canon. But he hasn't been introduced yet. I think they might even name dropped him once. I think. I'm not sure at all, though. I could be completely wrong. You should check them out sometime. Young had great insights, would incorporate viewer comments in his Reddit. They make great solo podcasts for you to listen to while playing WoW. It kind of sounds like what I do with the daily discussions I do on the Weather channel. You know, for those of you who didn't know, I have the Azeroth Weather channel, in which I put all my WoW videos that are too low effort to be put on the main channel. They're all fucked up by letting Garrosh be war chief. Man, I love Garrosh. I love the little piece of lore that our version of Garrosh is like an anomaly. Because in every single other timeline, Garrosh was a great leader. And led the Horde and Alliance together to, like, greatness. And it's only in this timeline where Garrosh was an asshole. It's like we live in the bad timeline. Is Gazla confirmed? Because I hate the heck out of Gallywix and Thrall for making Gallon. Gazlo is currently the Goblin representative. Do I even need to do anything over here anymore? Kill boss Thorgron? Oh, I'm supposed to kill the guy I've been running away from? Well, shit. Who... Sylvanas did nothing wrong. Here. She could recruit Hogger. Just like Garrosh and his mongrel horde. Nobody cares about Madan. He gets less attention than Diablo Immortal. That's because nobody liked Madan. He was too perfect and too powerful. Because for those of you who don't know who Madan is, he's Garona and Medivh's love child. And he's simultaneously a perfect warrior, a mage, and a shaman. And sometimes he can do other things depending on how the lore wants him to. I think he's also a priest. You know, he's just everything that the plot asks for at the moment. And he can solo basically anyone, and he's perfect and super kind and the best. And everybody worships the ground he walks on. That's the Medan comics. Wasn't Medan a paladin too? Yeah, I think it was a paladin since he's also a fighter. So yeah, priest doesn't really count because in lore, paladins are basically priests who also fight, you know, in melee combat. And since obviously Medan is a great melee fighter, he would be considered a paladin, not a priest. Are you gonna make more discussion videos? Yes. Ah, I need to dismount. Are these Alliance characters? I'm surprised they didn't tag him. Other side of Azeroth side expansion, please. They could do it. There's precedent for it. Oops, I mounted up too quickly. No point, Khadgar fulfills his role? Yeah, basically. There's no reason to add Medan since they basically just have Khadgar for everything. And Khadgar is a much more liked character too. Khadgar has just been house cleaning Karazhan for the entire BFA. Isn't he in the Magheart Orc Unlock quest? No, he's not. He only shows up at the very beginning to say he's going to bow out because he doesn't want to see the Horde and Alliance fight each other. Can you tell me who the strongest good guy in all of the history of WoW lore is? It's a tough question. It would have to be a Naru. Some bronze dragon talks about shiz. What? Ooh, I need to do that then. I just need to do the quest line. Wasn't Medan a paladin too? Has the best race combination, orc savagery, Draenei wisdom and intellect, human to bounce and yeah. Or alternate universe Azeroth's expansion set back when the land masses was one big land mass. Ooh. I'm sure people are very hesitant about another time travel expansion after Warlords of Draenor. But hey, I'm all for it. MacGuffin type. Medan confirmed Metzin's self-insert OC. I mean, he already has Thrall, though.
What can I help you with? Go with on.
Well, I mean, Garona is in the Zandalari docks. Why don't you just ask her? You can't talk to her like that. She'll beat you up. Turn in the Badlands reagent. Your secret is safe with me. Uh-oh. Someone's watching the stream when they're not supposed to. Restoration potion. Let's see. It's 12:30. It's been an hour. I think it's time for me to go. Tyrion is a pretty strong guy. He's not the strongest good guy in lore, though. If you apply logic, the entire population of Azeroth must be just screwing all the time, given the amount of NPCs dead, yet there is no drastic population decline. Basically. I think it's just kind of hand-waved, though. How can Illidan kill a Prime Naru and a regular Naru be the most powerful? Granted, is the light always good? See, that's why I was like, it's probably a Naru, but maybe not. Because for one, like, is the light always good? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But also, Naru intentionally let themselves get killed all the time. So it's really hard to gauge how powerful they really are. Since they constantly die to stupid shit. But lore-wise, it's probably a Naru. They're really strong. However, They always die very easily to dumb things because they intentionally let themselves die because they can all see into the future. Tyrion is a pretty strong guy. Would you like to see an actual WoW 2.0? I'd kill for Farallon. It would be nice if they did a Farallon. I can't imagine it'd be too exciting. I always just think, like, maybe it's another, I don't know, Thunder Isle. Sure, it's fun and everything, but it's forgettable. Hope the Shadowlands is going to end the faction war. Never. The Alliance and Horde will never get along. WoD time travel was fine until they said the alternate universe are subject to Legion and the Twisting Nether transcends all realities. Alternate universes are subject to the Legion. Yeah, that's a doozy. Medan is the solution to the Void Lords. Yeah, he would be if he existed. Plot twist, Nizas resurrects all the old gods and everyone dies. Hey, you're not supposed to ruin what happens at the end of the raid. But you forgot the part where your character does a Kamehameha wave and stops him before it happens. Even though there's only 5 minutes before the planet explodes. Maybe Azerothian's gastrous periods are stupid short and gave birth to multiple child. Nah. The Naru are like the Vorloons, I think. They're more about order than good. I don't know what the Vorloons are. The Chad Hero versus the Virgin Mad Season show. I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. Ignoring absolute power. The best physically adept fighter is quite possibly Chen Stormstout. I don't know about that. I think the best physical fighter is probably Malfurion. Plot twist, Medan is an old god. You guys should really read the Elegy or Good War short stories. Those are so good. Do you wish they would do more with Pandaria? I don't care for Pandaria, so I don't really care. From Babylon 5 old series. I think I've heard of that. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Catch y'all later.